Our beliefs about ourselves and the world around us determine how we will live. In other words, everything that we anticipate and believe to be true will be reflected back to us. In this video, I'm going to explain how you can deliberately manifest anything and everything that you want, and how you can practically apply this information so that you may bring about whatever you desire into your physical reality. But before we dive in, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to this channel. The predominant state of being that we carry within ourselves, who we are embodying, is what will be reflected back to us. Most of us have been unaware of this most of our lives. Now, I will share a little of my own story about this so that you have a much better understanding. Before I fully understood any of this, I was dealing with circumstances in my life in which I felt I was being controlled by an external force. Things were falling apart, and I felt like I had to settle for the amount of money that I was making. It was these circumstances in which I decided to take control, and I came upon this knowledge. I found that what you put out is what you get back. What you believe to be true is what will happen. If you feel a state of lack in regards to money and love, then you will continue to receive more lack of money and love. The idea behind the law of assumption is that whatever we believe to be true will unfold in our external reality. The predominant state that we hold will be reflected back to us. If you believe that money is hard to come by, or that you will always be poor, then you will always get more of the same. Contrary, if you believe that money comes to you easily, then you will always get more of the same there too. This law is impartial. The law of assumption is known to be taught by the mystic Neville Goddard. When you start to believe in better outcomes for yourself, they will begin to happen. If you are successful in utilizing this law consciously, it has the ability to drastically alter your life. Your style of thinking will change, and it will happen so quickly that you won't remember what caused your manifestations in the first place. Now, keep in mind that this law is always operating. The key is to consciously shift your inner state so that you can manifest the life that you truly desire. It is possible for us to continue to be ignorant of this law, to be overthinkers who constantly make snap decisions and assume the worst. But let's be honest. These presumptions and the beliefs that support them influence the energy and influence how the future turns out. If you have a catastrophizing mindset and consistently anticipate the worst, you can be sure that that will happen to you. But now, if you begin to believe that your greatest desires will come true, make sure that you truly believe that you deserve such a life and affirm that your ideal life will happen whenever you feel uncertain. Then I promise that the governing law of all life, in fact, will work in your favor and bring you everything that you desire in your heart. Now, when you begin to shift your beliefs and assumptions to align with your desires, it is not your responsibility to decide how these events will unfold. Your only responsibility is to assume that what you want is true and allow your higher mind to orchestrate the events to happen. I understand that assuming what you want to happen can be difficult, which is why it takes practice and daily small steps. A man who has a lot of money has a totally different outlook on life than a man who doesn't. Therefore, a guy without money needs to adapt in order to be in a position to have money. He will develop into the guy that he's always aspired to be during this process. It occurs so naturally that you find yourself explaining how it would have occurred any other way. Neville even says that when the events unfold, it will be so natural that you will even question that your assumptions shaped this reality. And this questioning is exactly how you know that your assumptions did bring this about. Now I will go over some steps that you can take to deliberately start manifesting the life that you truly desire. The first step is that you must clearly identify what you want. Is it money, love, health, or all three? What do these things look like to you? Be honest with yourself and start to think about the situations you would be in were you to have these things. Then, when you settle into a calm state, visualize yourself having your desires. Imagine who you would be and what people would say to you. Do this when you are in a calm state of mind, as your mind will more easily accept these impressions. Your mind is much more impressionable when it's in a calm state. Impress your mind enough with what you want, and it will become fact in your reality. Every day, take use of these opportunities to reflect on your desired experiences. You can also enter this condition whenever you want to relax during the day. This allows you to relax and focus on imagining your desire in great detail without interruption. If it's money, be sure to see your bank account and even the amount that you want to have in it. Think of your mother crying with joy and pride when someone congratulates you on your accomplishment because she knows you have all the money that you want. Feel the emotion of the desire being fulfilled by making these visuals as genuine as you can. As a result, your mind may easily convince itself that it is happening right now when you are relaxed. Continue to feel fulfilled after this feeling as though you have already gotten it, by repeating it in your head as you go to sleep. This mental state opens a direct channel to your subconscious mind, which is where all your assumptions come from. I can sincerely suggest doing what I did, which is to perform this exercise for about 15 to 30 minutes every night before you go to bed until your mind accepts it as true. Your subconscious mind will be impressed, and your goal will become a solid assumption if you do it in this manner. This exercise can be done as many times as you choose. Just keep in mind that the secret to reprogramming your subconscious mind is repetition. As you practice, your conviction will grow and your manifestation will appear more naturally. Then a succession of things will happen that will result in you achieving what you want. Now, I must warn you that you will no longer be the same person. At your core, you will still be who you are, but you will also be transformed. In order to own what you want, you need to develop the mindset of someone who is possessing what you already have. Let's say it's millions of dollars. That feeling will come naturally to you. Therefore, the conditions of the future will change how you present yourself to others. This is the way the law works. By employing these techniques and impressing my subconscious mind with having my desires, my world has drastically changed. My income has multiplied. I experience much more freedom. I have let go of the disempowered person that I used to be. Believe you will get what you want. Hold fast to your optimistic assumptions. Your beliefs are not judged as good or bad. You will only get what you assume to be true, whether you believe it's good or bad. So if you really want something, keep working towards it and see it materialize. Keep in mind that you will alter along this procedure. So therefore, make sure that your presumptions are as accurate as possible. Don't just state that you want millions of dollars. Because even if you are able to draw millions of dollars towards you, your fulfillment may not precisely be what you're hoping for. Even millionaires can be unhappy. At the finish line, visualize yourself as happy and triumphant. When imagining, be as specific as you can be, and always be sure your assumption makes you happy. Avoid negativity and controversy. Avoid focusing your attention and energy on other people's dramas. Always be conscious of the impact their pointless news has on your worldview and the expectations they have for you for the future. I cannot stress this more. Your subconscious mind processes everything that you hear or see, and it shapes your assumptions in some way. So refrain from being negative. You should take use of the law to acquire in what you want, since you cannot stop utilizing it. Now, I hope you found this video to be helpful in your manifesting journey. Please be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment below with your biggest takeaway. Also, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified every time a new video is uploaded, so that you can start accelerating your manifesting and have the life that you truly desire.